Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Today is Thursday, and just as I promised, I have Major General Tajuddin Olanrewaju retired. You have to put that retired there so you won't think he's in service. And he's here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. You have to move close to the mic, sir.
Okay.
The Major General is here, not in his capacity as a Major General, or else he would have been. His boss is launching his book today in Abuja. But we're lucky we have him here. Are you looking forward to the book, sir?
Oh, yes. I know it. Almost about 20-something years ago.
Yes.
Some of us, that was the time when we tried to get him into politics, and we had some group of people who also wrote a book about him.
About him, yeah.
And we took the book to him. I have a copy of the book at home.
Yes.
And I'm sure that was it was a book of history.
Yeah, well, one of these days, sir, if you don't mind, I have to invite you back here so we can talk about the military in government. I'd like to get your views on that. But today, we're here to discuss about Lagos. He is an indigenous of Lagos from both sides. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
You're right.
He is a double-barreled Lagosian like myself. Eat your heart out. And I think on the mother's side is from the famous Intermission family. Father's side.
And the mother's side is Aleko. These two Shano.
Oh, can you? You see, we're at Tomba.
I just kept quiet when you were talking there. Everybody knew the family in Aleko there.
Okay, sir. So
if you go down to 14 they can't court, you'll see us there.
You see now.
I just kept quiet when you were talking over there.
So what has brought you here, unfortunately, is the crisis that we have on our hands. And that is the crisis of the removal of the former speaker and the emergence of a new speaker. And it's significant in the sense that, part of the complaints that have been for a long time, apart from Fashola, is that we don't have a bona fide Lagosian, and the interest of Lagosians is believed to be paramount. So I'd like you to react, first of all, to the removal of the last speaker, to react as an elder statesman in the state and as an indigenous, and give us your thoughts on it.
Thank you very much. I've always been so much interested about what is really going out in our state, Lagos State. First and foremost, let me just explain one or two things about myself. I got into the army immediately. Lagos State was created in 1967. We were the first set of Lagos State indigenes that were recruited into the Nigerian army through the NDA, and we went through the war throughout the period. And let me just say this, that after the crisis in 1966 and the rest of them, and it was becoming too clear that there was going to be the issue of keeping Nigeria one, and everybody had been prepared to be ready to make its own contribution. I think the Intermission family made contact with my grandfather and my parents, and they said, "Well, why not? We should also make our own contribution." So I went to the NDA with Funcho's elder brother, that's Williams.
Yes.
And we were classmates there with Akilo and the rest of them, and we went to NDA and we fought the Civil War and came out. So the spirit of Lagos State has always been with me, apart from my parents on both sides being indigenous of Lagos State. We are talking about the Admasha, the Asumo family. That is where we all came from. I'm a fifth generation of that old man, our progenitor. And then when you talk about the Disu side of it, in the Saleko down there. We were also there. We are well known in Saleko there. So the issue about Lagos is so paramount in my mind that by the time we came to the fourth Republic, and I felt that I should keep my eyes open about what was going on there.
Okay.
And
so to the speaker, sir, because time is not our friend. That's why
I understand.
Yes.
I get you right there. I'm an avid reader of biographies of leaders.
Yes.
Whether senior, junior, whoever. By the nature of my own training, when I saw that we had the old speaker coming in, I wanted to know his background. I read his background on the Opera social media.
Yes.
And you'll be surprised. I was not impressed. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
I was not impressed by his background. I read his profile, and I was so much disappointed that we shouldn't have somebody like this as our speaker.
Why would you say that, sir?
Because I read his background and I realized I didn't understand the school where we went in Lagos. And I didn't...
that it was non-existent or what?
It was a school in Ebutemeta or somewhere. You know, all those unapproved schools that we normally had those days.
Oh, but sir, may I come in, sir? What was unapproved in your time could jolly well be... When I also went to school, sir, there were some schools today at that time that were unapproved.
Yes.
So
not Ahmadiyya College anyway.
No, not Ahmadiyya College, no, sir. But so I'd like you to, if you could skip that, because we don't know whether it was...
No, that was it was leading to something.
Okay, sir.
It was leading to something.
Yes, sir.
I read about that, and I was so shocked what I read about it. It was okay, let us give it a chance.
Did you think that he wasn't qualified?
Yeah, I thought he was not qualified to be there.
Is it by his educational background? Or
yes, by his educational background, by his attitude, by his personality and everything. You know, I'm trained to understand the personality of people by the nature of my work. And I was not disappointed. I told you, I'm so much interested in reading people's biographies and the rest of them. I read that, and I just wanted to follow up. As a case study.
Okay, is it also, you also didn't think you would have loved him to be speaker? Did his being indigenous or not being indigenous matter?
I knew from the beginning that it was not an indigenous. Since we're all practicing democracy,
yes,
I just felt maybe that's the way they play their own.
So you're not insisting that a speaker should be an indigenous of Lagos?
No, I insisted because it was not a reflective government, which has always been the nature of our government. It was not a very reflective government. If you watched it, I have played my own part as an indigenous of Lagos State in the selection of our leaders in Lagos State.
But they say that democracy, is a situation of numbers. Are the indigenous in the majority?
Yeah, well, that is debatable.
It's debatable.
Jimi,
we don't have the census figures.
Jimi, it is debatable because there is no empirical data where it has been proven that the indigenous and the non-indigenous are more. Let me give. I can come down to that level with you right now. That if you look at the spread of the indigenous in Lagos State, the Aworis that form the core of Lagos State, they occupy nothing less than 14 to 15 local governments of Lagos State. That's number one. You have the Ekpe Ijebus and you have the Eko Ijebus, where the Eko Ekpe, and then you have also the Ikorodus, you have Ibejulekis, and you have the Badagris. In Badagri, you have three sub-ethnic groups. Yes, you have the Eguns, you have the Aworis, and then you have the Yorubas.
So, did you think that?
In other words,
you think that because of what you thought was his educational background and other issues, you think that you would rather have somebody else as speaker?
Well, we felt we could manage him. We managed him for the first as a speaker.
Okay.
From 2015. That's why I didn't, because you didn't allow me to land then.
Sorry,
I'm very sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, because of time, as you said.
Yes.
Yes. You see, he did the first one. I watched that, but we realized that there was no bill that was beneficial that was passed for the Lagos citizen. That is number one.
Yes.
So I was not disappointed. That is why I was telling you I had to look at his background.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went the second time. Then I now to come out and I wrote an article. We wrote an article.
Yes.
I'm talking about the Renaissance.
Yes.
And said, no, you cannot control time. Let us allow an indigent to come in. Because of all these important positions, political positions in Lagos State, there was no indigent there. Particularly the first three appointments. Like
Appointments?
Yes, the governor.
That's election, though.
The elections, two elections.
The deputy is
governor,
election.
the deputy, and the speaker. None of these three. None of these three is an indigent.
Who are we going to really blame for that situation, given that election is that of numbers and submitting yourself, at least in principle, to the will of the people?
Yes, you are right. Lagos, in terms of geographical spread and people, culture, and whatever, they have not changed. But progressively, what has been changing is just that the population progressively has been increasing. You understand? And the nature of governance in Lagos State has been a reflective one. People taking into account that indigenous you cannot be a minority in your own state when states were created. Because I was part and parcel of the government that created states.
Yes.
We knew where states were created. States were created in order to ensure that the issue of marginalization is reduced to the barest minimum, and that they allow people to enjoy the benefit of state creation, particularly those who have suffered before.
Perhaps this is a point where we need to define who an indigene is.
Oh, it's very simple.
Who do you consider an indigene over there?
An indigene is a person who can trace his lineage for over 3 to 4. Who can trace his lineage to 3 to 4, 5, heritage.
Yes.
I give you a clear example. I can trace my own. For instance, from Asumo to Abdullahi, from Abdullahi to Muritala, and my sound that you know, up to the Abdul who was my father, and to myself. And we are talking about the year from 1800 to 1946 when I was born, when Macaulay was it was when Macaulay died that I was born. I could trace my own lineage 5 generations. Besides that, my grandfather was born before 1900. As at that time, there was a census conducted by the colonial powers. So those who were indigenous were there. They were captured. They were already captured.
Okay, so so that we can get to the political situation now.
Yeah.
Now he's challenging his removal in court, so I can't make a categorical statement, as it were, because it's pending in court. But at least in the seat now is the new speaker, and I wonder have you checked our own background?
Oh, I did. I've told you, whoever comes up, because I believe that today, given my age,
are you happy with her?
Oh, very much happy, and we are giving full support to her, because our platform, which is the Renaissance,
yes,
is a platform that's designed to support the progress of indigenous in Lagos State. I haven't realized the level of marginalization that the people have faced.
But on that platform, sir, do you have members who are in full participation in politics? Because part of the problem had been that a lot of indigenes shied away from politics and left the back door open.
Yes, we realized that we might not be able to achieve our aim of trying to give support to the indigenes of Lagos State to achieve their political rights, bring about unity amongst them, to see that they are indivisible. They want to make sure there's justice to them. We want to make sure that there's fairness to them. So the reason why we did that, anytime we see any sign that is antithesis to what we stand for, we stand out. We don't care where.
So in this current situation now, you are back the newly appointed speaker to the hilt.
We are backing our sister, our lady, to the hill. She is an indigene to the core, both from the mother and from the father and from the root.
She's a princess anyway, so that's about it says it all. But what justice is hypothetical, sir, because in politics, 24 hours is a lot of time. What if there's any attempt to, in political whatever, resolve the issue and she has to step aside again? What would you be doing at that point?
Well, I think it will be very unfair because we have made up our minds as a cultural organization what we are fighting for in Lagos State. And that is that we say that come 2027, we are asking that the governor, the deputy, the speaker, the secretary to government, and the head of service must be indigenous from Lagos State.
Do you have the power to achieve that, sir? Do you have the numbers, the power? When I say power,
that is
but I'm talking about the numbers politically. Do you have the power to achieve that?
That is why I'm saying that the government has to be a reflective government in which you have to understand the purpose of creating that state. The purpose of creating that state is to make sure that you reduce marginalization to the barest minimum. Okay. Let me tell you this thing finally, if the time is available, is that we have noticed that the government is running a one-line policy of marginalization. Even if you are trying to help people who have stayed in Lagos for a long time, we don't mind. You are bringing people from outside to take over the positions of these people. And marginalization started from 2001 with the sacking of about 10,000 people, which was a very deliberate policy to deny Lagosians the right to employment, the right to their privileges, and so on and so forth. Today, when people say they were very poor, we cannot rise beyond that certain level, it's as a result of that stupid policy of that time.
Okay, we need to take a break, sir. We need to take a break. We'll take a break. Our lines will be open in the second half. The number to call will be 0201 465 7190. And we'll also take your WhatsApp messages 0809 597 5805. Our numbers are open now, so you can start calling. We'll take a break. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to look into that issue again. You spoke about that you want the governor, the deputy, and whatever. We'll look at it critically. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Information is all you need.
And that's all that matters.
99.3
Nigeria Info. Let's talk. The telenovelas of radio information. More news.
More conversations.
More information.
More sports.
And more talk.
Nigerians station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. It all starts with you.
You need information. We need your views.
Most of all, your officer and your officials are very, very forgotten in that system.
Yeah, the deed has been done as regards to the disaster.
All the time we will come here and complain.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Everybody gather round. Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons to love. Come on and make a joyful sound. Golden penny pasta has taken over millions of hearts. Let's go. Golden penny pasta, more reasons to love. Golden penny pasta, what's your reason? What's your reason? Oh. Tell me what's your reason? My sweet spaghetti is rich in protein. Tell me what's your reason? It tastes great, it's full of good nutrition. Tell me what's your reason?
There are more reasons to love every plate of Golden Penny pasta, the delicious and nutritious choice enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. So, what's your reason? Golden Penny pasta. Great taste, good nutrition.
Sister chasing all the bags. Come and secure another bag with the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer. Bet King is giving 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million Naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download Bet King app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Did you hear about Shadi?
What happened?
She bashed someone's car and her basic insurance was only able to cover the other person's damage. She had to repair her car with her own money.
Sometimes third-party insurance is not enough for your car. Introducing Flexi Comprehensive Motor Insurance by Hares General Insurance, the affordable choice for smart car owners. The Hares Flexi Comprehensive Motor Insurance Plan costs as low as 25,000 Naira for a whole year and provides coverage for you and the other person up to a limit. In the event of a motor accident, Hares General Insurance will pay to fix your car and the other person's car too. So, upgrade to Flexi Motor Insurance Plan from Hares General Insurance. Visit www.hairsinsurancegroup.com, that is HEIRS, or call 0700 434 7746 to get started.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna Snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in your lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further. Milo!
Lagos, Nigeria. If you missed Wednesday's drama and suspense in the second edition of I Beg to Differ Season 8, do not miss the showdown on Thursday. At 4 p.m., Shoyinka Ayomiku and Nasiru Oluwadamilola face off on the topic. Social media platforms should be held responsible for fake news posted on their sites. And at 5 p.m., the topic, teenagers who commit heinous crimes should be tried as adults, makes a comeback as Akinsule Onidamola and Chaloko Naomi Chukwufunaya attempt to do better justice to the discussion than their Wednesday counterparts. Join Femi Obong-Daniels and Marian Duke-Okon as they witness the showdown on Thursday. I Beg to Differ Season 8. 32 debaters, now 26. One winner, 1 million Naira. Sponsored by Tollywood College. Supported by Obiwizi and Christian Schools. Send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm for inquiries about sponsorship opportunities. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ. A tournament of champions.
.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back to the Daily Digest, and I still have with me retired Major General Olanrewaju to discuss the issue of the speakership. Indeed, efforts are being made now to see if we can bring, I don't know whether to use the word former or embattled speaker, if we can bring him in on Tuesday or so. We're trying to make that effort. We hope it is some dividend. The number to call is 0201 465 7190. We have one or two messages, Sheriff. Could you?
Yes, we do. I have Felicia Daniel who says, I like when the general is saying what the general is saying on indigenship. Uncle JD, remember I have always asked you people when non-indigenous took over the leadership. Is asking when non-indigenous took over.
Where were you?
Oh, okay.
What she's saying, sir, is that she's asking, where were you before you found yourself in this kind of situation? That had you been involved in politics ab initio strongly, maybe we wouldn't be where we are now. Do you have an explanation for that, sir?
Yes, I do. Because I was a player.
Yes.
Before the Fourth Republic.
Yes.
In terms of when you were nominating military governors, administrators, and the rest of them. Lagos State has always been participating in nominating officers, military officers, as part of those who form the administration of military administrations in the country. I can give on and on and on, from Johnson to Bode George to Emosule, which of course you must have heard about, and then Mudashiru and the rest of them.
No, I'm talking of the political terrain.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yes, sir.
That was what led me to that idea of this reflective government.
Yes.
So, and sometimes my opinion was asked about who should we give, because there was a point at the time when they asked, you people from Lagos State, who do you want as your governor? And I have chosen. I gave names. Chekoni was one of them. If you ask the Kabiyesi of Lagos, he will tell you. When he came to me, I said, okay, no, I have to nominate Chekoni from Isaliko, and I did.
Yes, sir.
I'm just giving you that background.
Yes,
but
sir.
when it came to matter of politics, and then it became a matter of democracy, and you see, there was very much less things you can do as a military officer. To say, no, you cannot choose this, you cannot choose that, because I was not an active politician at that level, and they knew they had their own political cleavages on the way who they want as governor. They played their own game. But it took us a little bit of time before we realized that there was a plan.
Oh, okay, so the late Funsho Williams, I'm wondering if I just want to tickle your imagination a little bit, and may his soul rest in peace. Do you think his death brought about some of the problems? Because he was an indigenous of Lagos and a very powerful politician. He had more than a 50% chance to become governor, but unfortunately death took him away. Do you think that also contributed to it?
Yes, that was a wake-up call to us. But it was
his death was a wake-up call? Or what?
Yes, the death was a wake-up call to us. But the way he died actually signaled to us that there was a plan to capture Lagos. but it was
Oh,
too
you think
late.
Lagos was captured?
Yes, it was captured.
Is it still captured?
It is still captured. It is not left for us now to take our own counter attack and then take it back.
So the emergence of the speaker is the first stage.
Oh, but the speaker is there to checkmate the governor. The governor has not been able to do anything.
Is she there when you say she's there to check the governor on behalf of who?
Of course, it's doing the bidding of whoever.
I mean, I'm not the speaker to checkmate the governor on behalf of who?
On behalf of their party.
Oh, their party.
Yes.
Okay. You do find, though, that some of the very top hierarchy of the party in Lagos are indeed the indigenous of the state. Do you have any relationship with them? Do you put pressure on them? Do you plead with them? Do you appeal to their conscience? I'm talking, for example, the GAC.
Yes,
it does have strong indigenous Lagosians there.
Yes, to be frank, if you look through the composition of the GAC, you will discover that less than 50% of them.
But some of the
didn't form the majority anyway.
They don't form the majority, but some of them are quite powerful, and I think the head of the GAC, of course, is a Lagosian. So
I don't see them with power. As a decision-making process, I don't see where they only read the body language of the boss, and then that's where they follow. So that is the reason why we formed our.
Do you have any kind of interaction with President Tinubu? Have you made presentations to him? Because whether we like it or not, he's a colossus in Lagos.
No, I have not, because.
And he's a Lagosian.
No, I have not, because I don't belong to any of the parties. We decided that we should be non-committal to any party.
But in terms of the interest, to push the interest.
Well, if he wants to see me tomorrow, we will be glad. We will be glad to see with him. But if he doesn't, I won't push myself to him. That is the fact.
Is it because you had tried before and?
No, not because I have tried. He's not interested in the progress and happiness of the indigenous. We have seen the handwriting. We have seen the handwriting on the work. I'm not going to start kowtowing to his bidding.
Okay.
So I won't do that.
Okay, we have a call, sir. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Straight to the point, please.
Good morning.
We're running out of time. Straight to the point.
Good morning. This is Nena.
Yes.
I'm happy. These people are awake. We've been saying it to one of my friends. I'm sure she'll be so happy. Like, where are these people? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Where are these people?
Which people are you talking about?
People are from Badagry. People are from Isaliko. Those chants go. Somebody will now place somebody in his state, maybe Oshun or Nguru, and then now come to Lagos again and take your own seat. And you're just creeping. When another group talk, you now talk. Thank God. Good morning.
Would you like to react to what he said, sir?
I didn't hear.
Oh, the headphones.
Okay. I didn't hear.
Okay, so you didn't.
I belong to the artillery. During the war, I almost lost my left.
Okay,
left.
but
you
don't have your headphones on, sir.
Okay.
But what she was saying is that she was trying to say that thank God that your group has woken up. That
that's all right. Thank you very much.
But I'd please like you to wear your headphones, sir.
Okay.
So I can pick the next call.
Okay.
So they can just.
Okay.
Oh, artillery with all those firing, boom, 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 boom.
Disu.
So you can hear me loud and clear now.
Okay, I think so.
Yes, okay. Let me pick another call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, Pastor Ladipo.
Yes, sir. Uncle Jimmy, thank God for this new move.
Yes.
I want to ask our general. Now they talk about mass sacking.
Yes.
Where all these things started from.
Yes.
Are they making any frantic efforts to make sure, because most of these things, the civil servant play key roles in them. Are they making any frantic effort to get some of their indies back to those systems so that from there they can build up again?
Okay.
Thank you.
You heard, sir. You heard him.
I heard.
Please react.
Yes. Thank you very much. A very, very good question. That's why we are on the battlefield for that. Yes, we lost about 10,000 then, and very difficult to replace. And we realized that after 25 years, the government an indigenous only ruled for only one time, and that was during the time of Fashola.
Yes.
And since then, for almost 5.
But there was the President Tinubu was before him.
Before, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
No, only Fashola was our own, the only indigenous that we know. That.
Well, that's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day. It was the only indigenous that ruled the state for only about 8 years. For 25 years, no indigenous has done that. And this is what we want to correct. We're not going to go down there and start sacking people, but we want us to correct the mistake of the past. We want to correct the mistake of the past.
Are you by implication saying that any party that emerges with a candidate who is not an indigenous, you will not support?
We will tell our people that they should shine their eyes.
Do you have the...
They have suffered once. I don't think they want to suffer the second time.
Do you have that kind of influence and power, sir? I'm just wondering, politically.
I beg your pardon?
Do you have that kind of influence and power?
To do what?
To influence people.
We are going to be appealing and creating awareness to them. And they are beginning to see light.
Okay.
And we believe that at the end of the tunnel, there will be light. They have seen what they paid for.
And I like the way you put it, sir.
Yes,
what they paid for.
What they paid for. So we think that it is going to be a different ball game. We're going to talk to them. We're going to tell them, open your eyes. It is a grit for grit. It is. They have to understand that it is their future that they are voting for. They need to be very careful this time.
Do you have that kind of influence, sir? For example, with the traditional rulers across the state, do you have any forum by which you interact with them?
Yes, we do. Our Renaissance have been going around. We have been talking to some of the traditional rulers. We have been writing and telling them their faults. And some of us they believe that there's a need for a change.
It is believed that some of the traditional rulers themselves are not indigenous. Have you heard of cases like that?
You have told me that you want me to come back. I will come back and I will let you. I will let you know what I had written about how I appealed to our people in Saleko and the chiefs and the obas and the kings and the rest of them, that they have to keep their houses in order.
In order.
They have to keep their houses in order. They have to take their power back. They need to take their power back because the powers are given to them by tradition, by culture, by heritage. They have lost these things politically. They need to get those things back. They can get them back.
You think so?
Yeah, it is possible. They can get those things back. It is because they themselves too are so much immersed into politics.
Yeah.
If they can keep away from politics and they still want to make sure that as cultural leaders, they can maintain their heritage. They can secure themselves. I don't know why they have to lose it. The British Crown today, they are neither here nor there. They are not in politics, but at the same time, they still get their respect. If you look at it today, they still have. They are very rich. They keep their patrimony. They just name it.
And they are seen to be apolitical.
They are still apolitical.
But I also believe that some of our traditional rulers have publicly entrenched themselves.
They compromise themselves.
In politics, and have therefore eroded they have eroded the perception
of the people.
Of the people, okay.
Let
us... Dagogo Brown says, I see a crack in the whole Lagos structure in the coming years. It is inevitable and the Japa must know this. The crack also affect and weaken his hold at the center. Interesting days ahead. I have another caller, sir. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, Uncle Jim. Good morning.
Morning.
You happy to like here. Good
Yes.
morning, General.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very happy, and I like the kind of confidence and that the Baba has shown today. And I'm
Yes.
so happy that we still have elders who are highly principled. Yes, who are in the military, and the discipline that we are not seeing today is definitely part of the problems we have. Sir, if Engineer Funchal Williams had won the election in 1999, do you think Lagos would have been what it is today, good or bad? That's one. And you said you have nominated some people to lead Lagos at one point or the other. And I want to refer you back to between 97 and 98. I'm sure that I think that you have issue with the government then, but I'm sure you know that Funchal Williams ran under UNCP before this, 1999 democracy came. That time, people were saying that he had links with the military. Some people in the military were supporting him as a UNCP candidate then. And given the fact that those parties were formed by the Abacha people who said Abacha should come back in 1998.
Okay, your question is, we can only take a minute, sir. Would you like to react to what he said, sir?
Yes. The politics during the Abacha period could not be considered as a true democracy.
Yes.
So it is very difficult for anybody to make a true reflective comment about
that.
About that.
Okay,
so
okay, so we have very short time now. I think I can only take two more questions. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
My name is Lucky.
Yes.
My person will call your program, but I'll be listening. So actually, I'm so happy this morning when this our daddy is speaking.
Yes.
I look out to find out that the whole of Southwest here, Lagosian are the most educated in South. I must have to tell you, and we that are not Lagosian, we have been complaining. We're ready to support a Lagosian. We want Lagosian to take over power. Let us see what is going to happen. We are going to support him. I listened to Faodoki the other day for channel. He said he's going to lead anything that is going to remove this woman. They are going to fight it. We not Lagosian. We are going to support them. They should move. We are going to support them. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Would you like to comment, or I can go on to the
Yes, I just want to thank the
last caller,
the caller, for the courage he has been able to display now. That is why we are also going to be outside, telling our people and then reinforcing the awareness on the people.
Time now. Have you spoken to the speaker since she was appointed?
No, we are making efforts to do that now.
You are making efforts.
Yes,
what will you be telling her?
That we are behind her.
Okay.
That we support her.
Yes. And what do you expect of her?
That we expect her to serve the interests of the state.
Which comes first to your mind, sir? The state or the party?
The state.
The state.
That is because a lot of grounds need to be covered.
Because I'd said that deliberately, sir, because there might be contradiction in certain areas that we have already laid out here. So this is a time for you to tell her which should be priority. It's the state that should come first. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. That's beautiful. We can just take one more. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
This is Mr. Nelson. I'm calling from Lagos.
Yes.
Actually, every state in Nigeria has been governed by the indigenous. I wonder why Lagos should be a different case. Lagosians should come up and rise to the occasion, take the bull by the horn, and govern their state.
Yes.
That is the way it is. No external indigenous has ever been the governor of any state apart from the military era.
Yes.
So Lagos State should just rise up to that responsibility. This is an eye-opener to each several authority. I never even knew that a whole lot of those governors in the past are not even from Lagos.
Okay, so thank you very much. Any reactions?
Yes, just to thank you. It's a word of encouragement. We'll take that into account when we're talking to people.
When that time comes. Are there any indigenous politicians that you are grooming for governorship? Because clearly, if it's not just by word, you'll be looking at certain persons to say that, okay, you go, or go maybe Bolaji should go for governor, or this and that. He could be looking at me. He said, Jimmy, we're not Loba, I said, governor. But are there any persons that you are looking at?
So we are not going to get ourselves into directly into that. We are just going to tell them that we need indigenes from the 5 divisions.
This is to all the political parties.
To all the political parties. They must produce. Their candidates must be indigenes for governorship, for deputy governorship, for the speakership, for the secretary to government.
Those are appointments.
But those 3, that's what we're after.
On that note, I'd like to thank you very much for coming. I'd like to give you notice, sir, that I'll be inviting you again to talk about the military involvement in politics. Well, that's another story. Entirely unfounded. Thank you very, very much, sir. And thank you, Bolaji Are, for bringing the general down. That's where we'll close the curtains for today. Remember that I told you that on Saturday we are going to have Femi Kuti. Femi Kuti has a new music direction that he's taking that interests me. I mean, that's pretty obvious. My friend Dubi said to me, "You won't leave these Kutis alone." I can't. They're like family. They're like family to me. And so we'll have Femi Kuti here, and you'll be listening to his new music, the new direction he's taking. And I'm sure it will be more than interesting to you. But before then, I'll be back here again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have a 2-part program, and the first one will involve the Costaris people, the Costaris Academy, as to how you can gain admission and so on, and so forth. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Sheriff, thank you very, very much.
Yes, sir.
But in lawyer, Soja kan wá àṣàlẹ̀ tó nírùngbọ̀n ó máa tẹ̀lé wọn máa ju ẹ́ sódò ni. Thank you very much, General, sir. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.